This is LegendaryAssault1187.
Song Battery 777.
This is classic Legendary Assault.
I don't remember the last time we've done something like this.
Sitting down in a chair
and talking
after work.
Yeah, repping the orange.
And
Once
talking.
again, over a year since I repped the orange.
Talking about
one of the controversial things on YouTube for sure, I think.
If not the most controversial. And the title of this video is The Good, the Bad, the Ugly of John Cena.
Of John Cena. Everyone's made videos on him, and of course they always draw a certain like heat towards people. You know, everyone talks, everyone's gonna, you know, have their own opinion on it, and I think together, our first shoot, and what better person to do it on than the whole controversial Mr. John Cena.
I know and understand every single YouTuber's ugly opinion on John Cena. I know exactly why you don't like him. I know exactly why you don't like his in-ring work. I know exactly why you feel he's over-marketed. It's too obvious, but there's a time where you have to start to look past that and become a mature wrestling fan.
Go ahead. Well, you gotta know that the reason he's doing this is because he makes so much money. See that plaque behind? He has a John Cena plaque. That's because he's marketable. People buy his merchandise. WWE knows that if they can make money off this one guy, like a Steve Austin, they'll do it. It doesn't matter what he's like in the ring or how repetitive his matches are.
So why we would throw this into the ugly category, because it sounds pretty positive right now, but is because how repetitive the WWE is with John Cena. You know, when he came in as a rapper, as a street thug, it was something fresh, something new, and I talked about that a few videos ago. And it was something marketable that was different for a while.
Exactly. Like you saw K-Quick and Road Dogg back in like the 90s, but John Cena is one of those guys who wasn't a jobber for one. He could rip a mic, like he could freestyle pretty good. Like everyone was surprised, oh, this white boy can friggin' freestyle. So it was amazing. People loved it. It was something different. It was something not so much edgy, but it was something different, which is why I think he became so popular.
They were looking past his in-ring lack of talent. But why it got so ugly is one reason, and the word is repetitive. It was when he won the title, it was John Cena this, John Cena that, John Cena this, John Cena that, John Cena main event, John Cena main event WrestleMania, John Cena main event SummerSlam, John Cena main event Survivor Series, Team John Cena.
Exactly.
It was just like, okay, how much are you going to put into this guy and forget about everybody else? And that's why it got so ugly.
And it went on for years, too. He won the belt in, what, 05? Or 04? 04, probably? And 05, 06, 07 was all about John Cena. He was in the main event. He was squashing everybody. He was having decent matches, but then again, there wasn't a new star developing. It was all about John Cena. The spotlight was all on him. And it seemed like you were watching the same thing over and over again, just with a different opponent. And that's why I feel he has such a friggin' hate squad against him, because he's just been shoved down our throat so badly, and to the point where it's like there's like a blocker down our throat. We don't want to see him anymore.
Now, let's move on to the bad. Because we honestly think the ugly is John Cena over and over and over and over and over again. That's what's ugly about John Cena. The bad things are a lot less substantial. His in-ring ability is not that great. His promo skills are repetitive. His character is never changing.
Delivery in the matches. Like, there's a difference between his overall matches and the delivery towards them. You get a big match hyped up, such as Cena and Batista in a Last Man Standing match, and the ending is Batista being duct taped to the ring post. You know, stuff like that. It's like you expect so much more out of him, and you hype him up to be so great as well. And when you get disappointed and then you expect so much out of him, that's kind of bad as well.
So that is perfect example of what's bad about John Cena. Like I said, his in-ring work is bad. His promo skills are repetitive. His character never changes. His appearance with the belt never changes. He's never changing superstar. Randy Orton has gone from the Legend Killer to the Viper to the face, cocky, whatever. Edge has gone from kind of almost a no character to the rated R superstar. Huge evolution. So many Batista, huge evolution in him. So many guys in the company. Triple H is an example too.
Yeah.
Huge evolution. John Cena, he lasted as a rapper for not that long,
not even 2
and
years.
now it's been 75 to 80% of his career.
A Marine or some like
of
poster boy almost.
Of what we see now.
Yeah.
The bad is his lack of consistency in his matches. Like you said, he could hype up a match amazing.
He can even deliver a match. It just depends who
He
he's
needs
in
help.
the ring with. Yeah.
He needs help
Like
too.
Batista's, you'd be surprised. Batista's and Cena put on awesome matches.
But I can name a bunch of matches where I have been impressed with Cena.
Oh yeah.
SummerSlam.
Yeah. WrestleMania.
WrestleMania 26 just this past year.
And even 23 with Shawn Michaels.
Very good.
Yeah.
Unforgiven 2006.
Oh yeah, there you go. Against Triple H.
Yeah, his last man standing match with Edge at Backlash 2009.
Mm-hmm.
These guys have helped carry the matches.
Even
and
with RVD, that's even like
amazing.
Totally, yeah.
He has a very odd chemistry with Batista.
Yeah.
But a lot of times it's other people carrying the matches. That's the bad. All those things are bad and are not necessarily something you want out of a superstar and face of a company.
Like you would think like a guy who's so great and put on such a big pedestal, he would be able to carry his own matches. He's been able to back up all the hype that's gone with him, but it seems like you need someone there to really make him look as good as he claims to be.
WWE makes him look like he's worth hundreds of millions of dollars, but to big fans, he's not worth a dime.
No.
The good.
The good.
And the great.
Yeah.
Because
there's a lot of good things, yeah.
There's a point where you have to be a mature wrestling fan. There's a point where you have to look past the shitty matches. There's a point where you have to look past, oh, I don't like this guy because of his character.
Yeah.
There's a point where you have to look past all that. And you have to look at business.
Yeah.
And you have to look at marketing.
That's
and
the
to be
biggest
honest,
thing.
I don't
Honestly,
care if you say, well, I don't like talking business and marketing. Then don't do shoot videos, okay? Because you don't know what you're talking about. If you want to do a shoot video and you want to sound knowledgeable and you want to sound like you know exactly what you're talking about, you're going to have to go outside of your little fan box, take your little Cena posters down, take your little, Randy Orton posters down, and talk wrestling.
Yeah.
Okay? John Cena is the best thing that has happened to the WWE for where they are headed.
Yeah.
He is the biggest piece of the PG puzzle ever.
WWE's been going so many places, like Nickelodeon, Make-A-Wish Foundation. Their poster boy, that guy who's always getting all the awards at every single place he goes to, is John Cena. The guy starring in all their movies is John Cena. He's become a worldwide icon almost, because you go anywhere, people who don't even watch wrestling, they know who John Cena is. And then you don't see that too much anymore. You go to a guy who ran him on the street. You know who Triple H is. He's been in the business for, what, 20 years almost?
And the odds are they know John Cena.
They know John Cena.
He is the biggest marketing tool for Vince McMahon in World Wrestling Entertainment. He is the biggest piece of the PG puzzle. It does not get any bigger than him. So unfortunately, in order for you to find the good and the great to Cena, is in the business, and is in the marketing, and is in his work ethic, and in his passion.
Yeah, because his passion, that's what I wanted to talk about. There was a thing on WWE.com talking about a day in the life of John Cena, and it was 7 days, and he goes from meeting to appearance to show to meeting to appearance to show.
To house show,
everything. If the guy has dedicated his whole life, he's married on the side as well. He's dedicated his whole life to wrestling.
New marriage.
December. So, he's dedicated his whole life to wrestling, and you don't see guys like that. You get guys like Randy Orton, guys like Triple H, oh, I need time off, I need time off. Cena's only time I've seen Cena take time off is the neck injury. And he's back in like 4 months.
And if you treat that poorly and inappropriately, your career's over.
Exactly.
So, I mean, there's not much you can do about that.
His passion, even though he's not the greatest wrestler, you could tell that he loves what he does. Yeah.
And he loves to make you go, oh shit.
It doesn't matter if you're booing the shit out of him or if you're jumping out of your seat. He's there, he's doing his job very well, and he will continue to do that because he knows what he's doing.
If WWE had blood in their product, he'd bleed.
He has bled before.
I know, but I'm saying that he'd take it without question.
Yeah.
He'd bleed. To make you say, oh shit. He has been put through a searchlight. He has been
through the car
put through
window.
the car window.
Yeah.
He has bled like a tomato at 2004 Judgment Day.
No, that was Eddie Guerrero.
I quit.
Oh, was it? Oh, yeah, it was.
I mean, he's done almost everything there is to do, but yet you still find all of that childish, immature reason to bash the guy. So I'm telling you, there's great and good things to John Cena. There's bad things, and we know there's ugly things.
I feel that even all the bad stuff, I can overshadow that, and there's so much more positive things about John Cena rather than negative. I don't see why everybody hates on the guy. You know, you get all this couple bad things, so he doesn't put on good matches, he's repetitive, but you get all this stuff he does outside of the ring, and to me, I don't even care about his bad stuff. Just the passion the guy has is just stands by itself, and you don't see that too often.
He puts smiles on kids' faces.
Yeah.
He sells tickets.
You guys saw the Day in the Life of video. That girl was going crazy in front of us, and that's what his job is, to make kids like that nuts.
He kisses
And
babies.
look at Gemini, yeah. Look at Gemini, for example. He loves them. He's 30 years old.
He kisses babies. He puts smiles on kids' faces. He sells tickets. He's the face of the franchise. He's in movies.
Young guys, teenagers, old men, they all love him.
It's what he does best.